Hey guys, I'm getting this in late, but I'm really trying. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up and have all the videos up by Oscar morning, by the time of the Oscars. But I'm trying, and the good news is BAFTA just happened, so now that makes things easier. There's a lot of categories where I was waiting on BAFTA to confirm a suspicion I had, and now that BAFTA has happened, I feel a little bit safer in some of my predictions. So the first one that I'm going to be predicting post-BAFTA is Best Supporting Actor. Now, a lot of great performances this year, some of which were snubbed. Most notably were Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther and Timothy Chalamet in Beautiful Boy. Outside of that, I think the category was pretty fair. Some people might say Alex Wolff in Hereditary. But, you know what, with that being said, let's just move on to the category because it's late and I have a sore throat and the sooner we get started, the sooner we can finish. So, here we go. Fifth most likely to win is Sam Rockwell in Vice. Now, the interesting thing about this category for me is that I feel like I know what number 1 is and I know what number 5 is, and 2, 3, and 4 are completely interchangeable. You can put those 3 in any order you want. But 5, I feel pretty good about. Sam Rockwell. First of all, he just won last year. And on his first nomination, they don't need to give him a second Oscar, not right away. And not for this performance. Because, some people took issue with his performance, and I do understand where the criticism is coming from. He doesn't have a ton of screen time in the film, and his performance can feel at times like an impression, like Will Ferrell on SNL. And the funny thing is, Adam McKay is such a frequent collaborator with Will Ferrell, I almost wonder why they didn't just get him. But I digress. Sam Rockwell is good, and even if you do believe that this is a good performance, which I do, it's a bit hard to argue a case for him. Maybe if he had lost last year and everyone felt he was robbed and he was deserving of an Oscar, then that would change things. But no. I think this is clearly an Afterglow nomination. Yay, we really loved you last year, and oh, you're in something this year that's also a Best Picture nominee? Sure, okay, we'll nominate you. Also, we didn't want to nominate we didn't want to nominate Michael B. Jordan. So, I think Rockwell, you can debate whether or not this is even a good performance or if this is worthy to be nominated. I don't think anybody is going to make the argument that this is going to be worthy of a win. I cannot see a world in which Sam Rockwell wins an Oscar second year in a row for this performance. Fourth most likely to win is Richard E. Grant in Can You Ever Forgive Me? Now, not gonna lie, I haven't seen this one yet. I might try and see it before the Oscars. I believe it's available on demand. But this performance, the reason that I have this ranked number 4 is that of the 5 nominees, this is the only actor who was not in a Best Picture nominee. And I think that hurts. Richard E. Grant, he's supposed to be a very well-beloved British actor, but I don't know too many people that can name other stuff that he was in. I asked my mom, do you know what else Richard E. Grant was in? She's like, no, I don't. And classic British actor deserves one. I just don't see that happening because A, the film was not beloved enough. It got 3 nominations, which is alright, but it didn't get Best Picture and all the other ones did. But also, even BAFTA didn't give him it. And I thought there was a chance that he was going to win BAFTA, and BAFTA didn't go for it. So, I just don't see this guy having enough support to win. I mean, some people might say, oh, he's old and he might not get another chance, but honestly, if you want to use that argument, you could use it much better with the next nominee, third most likely to win, Sam Elliott in A Star is Born. Now, this guy is a classic actor. People know who Sam Elliott is, and this is his first Oscar nomination. And some people might say, oh, I like Sam Elliott, but he doesn't really have that wide of a range of an actor. He's not exactly Daniel Day-Lewis or Robert De Niro. He doesn't disappear into roles a lot of the time. A lot of the times when you see Sam Elliott, you see Sam Elliott, and that's true, but sometimes character actors with a distinguished type can still win Oscars. We saw this with John Wayne for True Grit, but I don't know if I can see Sam Elliott walking away with an Oscar for this performance. It's a limited performance, and maybe if the movie was going to do super well, which initially we all thought Star is Born was going to overperform, and it underperformed on nominations day. It didn't get Bradley Cooper, and it missed some other pivotal nominations. So I think Sam Elliott may have been in the conversation at one point, but I don't think he is anymore. I just can't envision a world in which he wins. A lot of other people say they can, that's fine, but I just don't think he has a shot to pull this off, not realistically, because he doesn't have anything. He missed SAG nomination, and that is telling. I just don't think he has the support to win here. Second most likely to win is Adam Driver in BlacKkKlansman. Now, of all the other nominees, 2 through 5, this is the only one that I see a legitimate case for, because he's in a movie that is very beloved, and he is always consistently popping up, getting nominations even from places like the Gothams or Indie Spirits, places that didn't really reward the film outside of him. So clearly people like Adam Driver. Maybe people just like Kylo, I don't know, but they like him and they like the movie, and a lot of people are going to want to award the movie, either in this category or screenplay. And I can see a world in which Adam Driver wins it. At least I would be able to see a world if he had won anything major. But he really hasn't. Maybe he's gotten a few critics awards that weren't televised, but in terms of the big four, Globes, SAG, Critics' Choice, and BAFTA, he's lost all of them. And there's also the fact that he's young, and this is his first nomination, and it's a good performance, but it's not a super showy performance, which helps. I think he works fine in the movie, but something about this performance feels like in a different year it could have won, that there's almost a narrative for him, but he didn't pick up anything important or anything televised, and that's a key factor in winning an Oscar. So I don't think Adam Driver is going to win an Oscar, although I do think he has a better chance than the other three. And my predicted winner, number 1 most likely to win, is Mahershala Ali, Green Book. I don't know why it took me so long to call this category, because I think so many other people were saying early on, oh yeah, he's the front runner. When he won Globe, I was like, oh, well, Globe went with him. Let's see what the other stuff goes with. And then Critics' Choice went with him. And then SAG went with him. And I was still holding out until BAFTA. And then I was like, oh, okay, he's winning an Oscar. I think the reason I was so unwilling to accept Mahershala Ali as the winner, not that it's a bad performance or an unworthy performance. He is very good in the film, and I could see this performance being worthy of winning an Oscar. The problem is twofold. First of all, Mahershala Ali is a newcomer actor who just won. He won this award 2 years ago for a very good performance, and I don't think that it just feels so weird to give him a second Oscar so soon, because very good actor, clearly, but usually you have to wait a little while to earn your second Oscar, unless you're like the biggest thing ever. There are so many actors that have been working in the industry for a really long time and have never won. I mean, Amy Adams is like, are you kidding me right now? Like, how many movies has this guy even done? And yet he's going to get 2 of them? It just feels so crazy to think that he's going to win a second Oscar so early in his career. And on top of that, this is not a supporting performance. This is a co-lead. I don't know how anybody can possibly walk out of Green Book and go, oh, that was a great supporting performance. He really supported the narrative there. Like, no. The movie belongs to him and the other guy, Viggo Mortensen. It's a two-header. two people are the leads. It's about both of them, and it's so silly to call it supporting. That'd be like making Thelma and Louise and saying, "Oh, Louise is supporting," like, or Bonnie and Clyde, or what's the other great one? Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Like, sometimes movies are just about a duo, about two people, and I don't know why they felt the need to push him in supporting. I guess because they knew he was going to win an Oscar that way. And I wish they had done the same thing for Olivia Colman in The Favorite. There's more of an argument for her, and she definitely would have won an Oscar if she had gone that route. But, okay, so I've complained about it long enough, but I think it's pointless to deny it at this point, because he's won everything. He's won BAFTA, he's won the Globe, he's won Critics' Choice, and he's won SAG. Like, how many times has it happened where someone wins all four of those and then still loses Oscar? I'm sure it's happened at least once, but it's always foolish to bet against someone in that position. So I don't know. If anyone can pull off a surprise victory, I think it's Adam Driver. And part of me thinks that would be kind of cool, but I just don't. It's not a. I feel bad because it's a good performance, and it's a performance that I think is worthy of an Oscar. It just feels so weird to put it in this category next to other genuinely supporting performances, because Mahershala Ali is not supporting. And there's so many categories this far this year, particularly with the ladies from The Favorite, that it's just mind-boggling, and it's really, I mean, like, they say lead actor, supporting actor, supporting actress. They have the distinctions of lead and supporting for a reason. And when you take a performance that is undeniably co-lead and put it in the same category as a bunch of supporting performances, of course it's going to stand out. That's why Ali has been getting all the praise, and why he's getting all the awards, rather, because he deserves the praise. It's a very good performance. I think in most years this wouldn't win. I think I could have imagined a scenario where he doesn't get nominated. Maybe they campaign him and Viggo Mortensen in co-lead, and maybe they both get on. I don't know. Maybe Willem Dafoe gets left off, and both of them still get on. It can happen, but because there's so many movies are afraid to just come out and say they have more than one lead. That's why Jacob Tremblay went supporting for Room, even though he was if anything, he was more of a lead than Brie Larson was. Rant has been going on for too long. If you look at the statistics alone, Mahershala Ali is probably going to win this award, though I think I have presented a fairly competent case for Adam Driver. It's a shame that he's gonna. Very talented actor. It just feels so weird to give him a second one so early in his career, and in the wrong category. But it is what it is. I never said I had to be happy about it. I just said I'm gonna predict it. Don't shoot the messenger. This is a fine performance, and I'm gonna be fine when he wins an Oscar. So that's my prediction. Tune in tomorrow. See you later. Bye.